Most people will never make it, not because they lack talent, not because they lack potential, but because they quit right before the finish line. They stop just before the breakthrough. They walk away when the pressure builds. The truth is brutal. To 99% of people will quit before success. The only question is, will you be the 1% who keeps going? Let's get one thing clear. Success isn't reserved for the smartest, the most gifted, or the luckiest. It belongs to those who stay in the fight when everyone else taps out. The path to greatness is littered with excuses, broken dreams, and people who gave up too soon. If you want to rise above the crowd, you must understand this one simple reality. Success isn't about how you start. It's about how relentless you are when everything inside you says quit. The numbers don't lie. Most people give up when the pressure mounts. Why? Because discomfort scares them, because rejection bruises their ego. But the truth, growth lives in the struggle. Strength is forged in discomfort. They want guarantees. But success is never guaranteed. What's guaranteed is challenge, is pain, is failure. Success is hidden in the parts of the journey where most people check out, because setbacks feel personal. The world teaches us to avoid pain, to settle for good enough, to stay in our lane. The 99% quit because they crave certainty. They want the path laid out. That's why the majority will walk away before they ever see results. I'm not ready, it's too hard. It's a trap that keeps you ordinary. I'm not like them. They hear the doubt and act in spite of it. They're not superhuman. They just made a decision to never stop. I'll do it later. These are the whispers of the 99%. Excuses are seductive. They give you permission to stay comfortable, but comfort is a silent killer of dreams. The top 1% don't entertain excuses. They feel the fear and move anyway. You want to rise? Kill the excuses. Place them with discipline, with grit, with movement. On your journey, you will be tested. You'll lose friends who don't understand your drive. You'll work hard and see no results for months. You'll sacrifice sleep, comfort, weekends, and peace of mind. You'll hear no more than you ever thought possible. You'll question if any of it is even worth it. That's not failure. That's the test. And how you respond is everything. When most people hit this wall, they retreat. The 1% lean in. They double down. They grind harder. Because they know this is the moment that separates the talkers from the doers. Let's talk truth. Motivation is temporary. You can listen to speeches, read books, watch videos, and get fired up. But it fades. It always fades. What remains is habit. What sustains you is discipline. The people who reached success didn't feel inspired every day. They woke up tired, unmotivated, discouraged, but they showed up anyway. They followed the plan. They honored their habits. Stop relying on feelings. Start building systems. Discipline is what will carry you when passion walks out the door. Failure isn't final, it's feedback. Yet most people take one loss and write themselves off. They apply for the job, get rejected, and stop trying. They launch the business, lose money, and give up. They try to change, fall back into old habits, and call themselves broken. But failure is the tuition you pay for success. It's the classroom where all the greats learned. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before someone said yes. They didn't quit, that's the difference. There will be a moment, maybe many, when quitting feels like the only option, when everything seems against you. When your progress feels invisible, that moment is your fork in the road. Give in, and you become part of the 99%. Push forward, and you step into rare territory. Remember, diamonds are created under pressure. Steel is forged in fire. Champions are built in the dark. What you do when no one's watching, when no one's applauding, is what makes you elite. Some people are smarter. Some are more connected. Some had a head start. But none of that matters if they don't stick with it. Consistency beats talent. Tenacity beats intelligence. Resilience beats privilege. If you want to win, outlast them. Show up longer than they do. Keep going after they've stopped. Success isn't about being better than everyone. It's about refusing to quit when they do. Every dream demands a price. You will sacrifice something. Time, energy, comfort, attention, even relationships. But it's a trade. It's a temporary sacrifice for long-term freedom. The 99% avoid short-term pain and live with long-term regret. The 1% embrace short-term discomfort to earn a future others only dream about. You're choosing your hard. The question is, will your hard lead to greatness or regret? This isn't a game. You don't get unlimited chances. The clock is ticking. Most people will never see what they're capable of because they stop too soon. They quit when it gets tough. They choose comfort over purpose. They let fear run their life. But you're not most people. You're still here, still listening, still hungry. So make the decision today. Decide that no matter what comes your way, you won't quit. Not when it's hard, not when it's lonely, not when no one believes in you. Success belongs to the relentless. Be the one who keeps going. Be the one they never saw coming. Be the 1%. Because once you reach the other side, once you taste what it feels like to win, you'll understand why quitting was never an option.